Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's JL. I'm with my guy, Jacob. We're gonna be reacting to what modern dating feels like for average guys in 2026. Me and my guy Jacob, we have no problem talking to girls, and it's just we're on our purpose now. Me personally, I don't really want to be in a relationship right now. I don't know about my man Jacob, but we're just working on ourselves in it. But yeah, we're just gonna react to this shit. We'll talk more about it throughout the video.
So I saw this GIF on Twitter the other day, and it's funny because it actually perfectly encapsulates modern dating for 90% of guys out there. Like if you actually look at the detail of the picture, you know, from the jester dancing for her entertainment to the woman that's dressed as a queen because a lot of women feel like they're queens for no reason. Even the aspect of the picture where she's
It's not for no reason, man.
Yeah,
it's because you're stupid men, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Who caused them to think like this? It's us.
Mm-hmm.
The attention of guys, you guys don't understand. Your attention is so like vital, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just giving it for free.
Yeah, for real.
It's
They
like
devalued it.
exactly. You know how many girls, yeah, try to flake on me, and I just cut them off. I just don't really talk to them anymore. Innit? Like the last relationship I had was like last year, bro. And she moved out of the country, bro. So it is what it is. But yeah, they're not. Their egos are not inflated for no reason, man. Because your guys keep inflating it. Oh, you're so beautiful, you're this and that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're a queen.
Yeah, half time is like
Exactly, man. They're just trying to get in your pants, bro.
sitting on a throne with a facial expression kind of judging the clown. You know, she's slightly bored, waiting to see if he can entertain her more than the guy before. Even the way the jester is dancing as if he's trying to get her attention. He's trying to get her to even notice him. Like it's actually a really good representation of modern dating for average guys in the big 2026.
in that situation, yeah, both of them are just dickheads. Because the women, there's no reason for them to be acting like that, yeah. Because if they actually are interested in having a stable relationship, etc., then they'll do the right thing. And for the men, yeah, like no one's forcing you to act like that. You know what I mean? Like if you respect yourself, like both of them, yeah, both of them types of people, I don't want anything to do with both. You know what I mean?
Facts, bro. Can't be that.
Get them both out of my life.
That's me, innit?
Yeah.
Any guy that say, hey, you need to treat her like a queen, I'm like, why? What made her deserve it? Yeah.
No, I mean, you gotta treat them good if you're in a committed relationship, but not. You're not gonna be. If they're not respecting you, then you can move on with it. You don't have to be disrespecting yourself. Yeah, just be respectful of yourself and others. Like it's not that hard. You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro.
And you guys know me, right? Like I've never been the doom and gloom guy that tries to profit off saying everything is fucked and grift black pillars. Quite the opposite, actually. Like I'm more on the realist, optimistic side. But if I'm being honest, it'd be hard to make the case that this isn't the brutal reality for most guys. And I'll tell you why, right? I've been on a lot of dates, interacted with a lot of girls, some successes, some rejections, some situationships, some long-term relationships, you know, been ghosted, been flaked on, some hookups, some friends with benefits. Like I've been through the whole nine, right? And a lot of it documented on my channel through story times, receipts, etc., right? But the one common denominator I can say for damn near every single girl that I've interacted with in a dating sense, and this is not a diss or a knock on any girl, but the reality is a vast majority of them date from a position of entitlement. And the more you're in the game, the more you're going to be cognizant of this. Even the way they talk, even if it's not.
We keep saying this, bro. Your attention is currency, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Men,
they're causing inflation.
Yeah, it's a simple pandemic. I mean, it's decreasing a little bit now, but it's a pandemic. It's a symptomic, pandemic, okay? Your attention, yes, women have the picking of the market, you get me? They pick who they mate with, you get me? But at the same
Also,
time,
yeah, I don't want to interrupt you, but I just want while I remember.
yeah,
It's not even true because women only choose, like, they only have these big pool of options when it comes to, like linking up with the young, but in terms of long-term relationships, they actually don't have as many options as men like to believe.
true. But most times they go for like certain type of guys. But from what I can say is it's just guys that works on themselves, bro. It literally is. Have you got any choosing signals lately?
What do you mean?
Like from like say when you're at gym or you're doing anything. You got choosing signals?
I'm by myself most of the time. I go to the gym at like 4 a.m. No one's there, yeah.
Oh,
I'll go to work, yeah, and then like that's it, bro. I don't even be interacting with people nowadays.
Bro, I go gym, yeah, I kid you not. Bro, there's women who's literally all the way at the other side here on the treadmill, and I'm literally here just lifting weights and that. and then they'll come over to my side, yeah. And I just think, okay, they're just lifting, and then I'm lifting and they're just looking at me. Okay, they're just looking at it, they're just curious. But then she just keep glancing at me again, and I get choosing signals. I don't know where I'm going with this. I forgot the whole plot of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think with me, I'll probably be, but I'm not even paying attention. I'll probably.
There's no point, man. Like, bro, I just came here to live and go home, bro. I ain't
that's
trying to
what I'm
look for
saying.
no girl, bro. Can't be honest.
Intentional. Kind of has that undertone of, what does this guy have to offer me? Let's see how funny this guy is. What are his qualifications? Kind of like the queen waiting for the jester to dance for her entertainment. And through that entitlement, you can kind of tell how much of the TikTok, social media slop that they've consumed when it comes to, being the girl boss queen and having that mentality. And listen, right, there's nothing wrong with having preferences or standards. Everybody looks for them. The problem is that they genuinely believe that they deserve the best, that they deserve their dream man just for existing. The reality is they all think that they're queens without having to act like.
I know a couple of girls and they don't think like that, bro.
Yeah, I think maybe it's more of an American thing,
Yeah, I think it's mainly because the girls in the UK, a good amount of them are like that, but most.
Yeah, it depends on your social circle and that,
Yeah. Even girls that I see vape, bro, I know girls used to cook for me, bro. It's a cook food for me, so it's not like, I don't know, I think it's just the place we live at, innit? Females and males down there are way more grounded, like it's, not all of them, but a good amount of them are like way more grounded compared to them. I think this is just an American problem, bro.
Yeah, to be honest. Not exclusive, but it definitely was. Like,
yeah, I'm not saying the UK isn't like that to an extent.
We can only talk about what we've lived through.
Yeah. We're not really going through that on a... Americans, don't come in, man. Don't want you messing it up. Or
Yeah,
leaving queen and all that, because most guys here, in the UK, we don't be calling, oh, you're a queen. We don't be doing that, bro. We're grounded. We'll open doors for women. And the women here, they thank us, bro. I'm like, I'm good doing this to get me. We don't... A lot of women here, they thank us, like, thanks for opening the door for me.
I think in the US, like, the men are probably a bit less masculine here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Y'all over there need to, like, chill, man. Damn.
The government just putting, like, estrogen in the water and that.
Yeah,
they do that here anyway, so I don't know.
Yeah, but they do it less here because they realize they might need us for World War III. I'm not gonna fight your wars, man.
That's a whole thing. Well, how we're talking about dating and we're talking about World War III, bro.
Yeah, typical boys talking it.
One, kind of like The Gift, right? A girl will deadass be at the clubs every single weekend, throwing ass, trying to get in a section, drinking, doing drugs, promiscuous photos all over social media, one-night stands, hookups, chasing validation. Like, that girl will deadass look you in the eye and tell you that she deserves princess treatment and that there's no real men out there.
No.
Yeah, if they've come to expect that, then it means at some point guys were giving them that when they shouldn't have been. So it's still
you can't blame the woman, bro. It's just more inclined to the environment because you're stupid Americans. I'm joking, fam. I know you're Americans, you watch my content, but come on, let's be real. Like, it's mainly an American issue, bro. Over here in Europe, England has a bit of that issue, but it's not as bad because the girls here, like, they actually appreciate. Bro, I took a girl out on a date, and bro, they all fancy me, bro. Did I get any kisses? Not all of them, but I didn't really go on a lot of dates, but whatever. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is it's not as bad as you guys need to, like, have your priorities straight, man. You might not do too much over.
This isn't sexist or a spiteful take from a negative experience, but that is the reality. That girl that lives for the club and social media validation deadass thinks she's a queen. And listen, right, obviously if you got a good girl, you should treat her like a queen as long as she treats you like a king. Like, that's obviously the ideal situation and a very beautiful thing and something that we all want. But social media genuinely has the thoughts thinking that they're queens. And the reason why most guys feel like jesters nowadays is because, number one, dating apps, right? Perfect example. Because technology has brought instantaneous connection, the guy across your country or any guy with an internet connection really has become your competition. In 2026, women have an overwhelming amount of options, right? We all know this, especially compared to the average guy. The average guy gets less than 1-2 likes a week, if even that. Like, if you really want to get blackpilled, which I don't.
I wouldn't say that.
No,
but he does exaggerate it a little bit.
Yeah, not like fully rage bait, but like this thing. I was about to make a few comments, but I'm just gonna get into it too serious, and it's not worth the cortisol rise, bro.
Yeah, I ain't trying to have that. I'm trying to raise my testosterone, man.
For real. I'm gonna be over here flipping out with some like Chinese guy making a YouTube video.
I'm not trying to bold, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Me, I get like, bro, I don't like talking about married women, but I get DMs from married women, bro. Oh, unfortunately. I hate that, man. Girls DM me, bro. Girls DM you, innit? It doesn't always have to be romantic.
Bro, all my followers are men, you know. Because I guess because I do like the music that I do and that, but yeah.
I wouldn't say all of them, bro.
But most of the ones that aren't are people that I know from in person.
Oh,
but in terms of women finding my content online, like mostly it's men that find me unless I already know them in person.
Oh, okay. Me, woman DM me, so it's not like I'm not flexing. I'm just saying that it's not like men don't get DMs. I think the quality of women in America is actually like, and I blame y'all men for it, bro. Y'all men need to freaking no, man.
Recommend go make a fake girl profile on any dating app with a relatively cute girl and you'll see the stark contrast. But you'll have hundreds, possibly even 1,000+ likes by the end of the week. So the more options they have, the shorter their attention spans become, the higher their standards go because of their perceived market value. Therefore, the less effort they...
Sorry.
Also, we ain't got to apologize for posting video. If they want to go watch that original
Yeah,
video,
go watch the full thing, man.
Yeah, basically, yeah. We're
here to react.
Exactly, yeah. But the point that I was going to make was, in terms of making a dating app profile and that, yeah, we would do it for the average woman, yeah. Like, not someone who's like, because he said I'll do it for an attractive woman. Yeah, obviously they're going to get more matches and stuff, but for like a very average, like 5 out of 10 women, yeah, you probably wouldn't get as much matches as you'd expect. Or you get like desperate men, which you don't want anyway, because let's be honest here, as a man, yeah, comparing your options of like the pool of attractive women that are included in your options compared to an attractive woman having plenty of options which are just mid, like unattractive, unaspirational men. Yeah, it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Like you've just got more, you've got more quantity but less quality. So, you know, for the average person, you gotta really be reasonable because you're only gonna be dating one person, like unless you be like me, you can have like 4 wives. But you know what I mean?
4 wives ain't bad.
That's just too much. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro. I can't be asked to do it one woman at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because I got shit going on.
Well, for me, like, choose a limit.
Yeah. I'll say this, yeah, that I'm exploring spirituality in it, so I would say having more than one wife ain't really bad, bro. It's just the modern church made it sound bad. Because kings in the Bible have more than...
Yeah, bro, exactly, like 700 or something.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Even in tribes, does God condemn them? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about the biblical God. Nowhere does it say, oh, just have one wife, or vice versa. It's a different story, but you know.
Yeah, for a reason though.
Put, right? The more they view themselves as a queen. So if and when you even get a match with a girl on a dating app, which is once in a blue moon for average guys, you got about 2 messages before she's either bored, you're not funny enough, or another guy pops up that catches her attention. This is why most guys feel like a dancing clown. And even on the rare occasion...
This coin like red pill term, but like the high value guys, whatever. I don't think they're using dating apps, to be honest. I'm making an assumption there, but like why you probably wouldn't need to.
Me personally, that's what Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat's for, man. They're literally free dating apps. Yeah, you could do content on there, but come on, man. You get me, like, post some good pics on there, DM some girls.
I've got like one post that isn't just like music and that. I don't like this social media stuff anyway, so yeah, I'm really less active on there. So yeah,
I don't even blame you, bro. I don't blame you.
Where you are currently her best option and she messages you first. And some of you guys might know where I'm going with this, but the only thing they say is hi with 2-3 I's or hey with a few extra Y's. No conversation skills or game whatsoever. Again, because they don't need to develop any game because of the overwhelming amount of options they get. Like in their minds, they view themselves as a queen, genuinely, and every guy they interact with is like a dancing jester trying to get her attention or doing it for her entertainment. Again, going back to this gift, right? A lot of women, when it comes to dating, view themselves as the queen that's sitting on the throne from a position of entitlement where they don't have to bring anything to the table themselves and you're trying to qualify to her. She's giving you an opportunity. This is how most women approach dating in 2026. And meanwhile, your ass is spending 30 minutes consulting with your boys for the perfect first text. because you know inherently that if you don't entertain her like a jester or get her attention, you're probably going to get ghosted. Like no guy, unless you're in the top 10% of attractiveness or status or whatever, can get away with saying hi or hey for the first text because you know she's not.
This is why we said it's an American problem, bro. Because you don't. I see, bro. I told you in it earlier. I seen a fat, bro. I seen this fit wife, yeah. She kissed her husband. Her husband's so fat. I'm like, how's he bagged her? What? Is she using him for money or some shit? She has no problem kissing him in public and all that. So if he can get a woman, like, what's stopping?
Nah, low-key, yeah. I feel like because of this type of content, yeah, low-key, like we've kind of exaggerated the standards, like beyond
top
what
10.
women actually.
You don't have to be top 10%.
Yeah, like a lot of women are just happy like with him. He's probably fine for her, like she ain't interested in nothing else. Really, like you don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying the women who are in healthy relationships aren't posting content. I'm not saying that. I know there's an actual demic for this ongoing problem, but I'll say that, bro. Come on, like, there's so many women here I see with short guys, fat guys, tall guys. To each their own in it. I think this is just mainly an American problem, man. Don't get me wrong, we have those problems here to an extent, but it's not as bad.
Not going to respond. The second problem is that as the guy, you know inherently that you have to initiate. You have to initiate, you got to lead the conversation, you got to flirt, game, charm, you got to lead on the date, you got to initiate physical escalation, you got to do everything, right? You have to initiate as the guy because women, again, 9 times out of 10 don't initiate like the queen sitting at the throne.
Everything that happens in...
But here's the paradox for most guys, and again, why most guys feel like the clown, right? When you initiate, you essentially lose leverage because you're communicating interest every time you do. It doesn't sound nice to hear and nobody likes to admit this, but the fact is, the person who likes the other person less has the most leverage, has the most control. And the reality is most women are in control because of this dynamic.
Yeah, that's created, yeah, go on.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. That's created such a horrible dynamic where everyone just kind of hates each other because everyone's kind of brought into that idea.
Yeah, who has more control? That's
yeah,
so
and
dumb,
it's not
man.
just that, like the nonchalant thing where it's like I care about my girlfriend less than you. Like, bro, imagine you're actually like in a serious relationship, yeah, and you've got kids and all that, and it's like, yo, son, I met your mom by not giving a shit about her. You know what I mean? Like, it's so stupid. Like, this only applies to casual dating, but for real relationships, none of this is relevant.
I've never seen a relationship that, like, I mean, relationships these days are actually rare. I ain't gonna lie, they're rare. But I'll say this, bro, no normal person's behaving like that, man. These people have,
If you do anything like that, yeah, I can tell if you're a man or a woman, yeah, both. You're just being brainwashed by social media,
yeah.
And you need to get off that.
Bro, go find a woman who's actually, like, interested in you, fam. And as a guy, yeah, I'm gonna say this, like, keep working on yourself in it, because,
Now, a lot of these guys are lame, man. That's the half the issue with me, because they're expecting, like, a queen and they're a peasant. Or something like that.
Yeah. Come on, guys, man, step up. To be fair, a lot of guys, in terms of looks, actually, that's a lie, bro. Once you're already stepping up, bro, fuck that.
Like in most cases, men are pursuing women. So you kind of have to play this perfect balancing game between being the one that initiates, but also not over communicating interest where you look desperate and she loses attraction. Because if you over communicate interest, you start to blend in with all the other guys that are chasing her and giving her this attention. I say it all the time, right? Women look for perfect moderation. So it's this kind of fine line you have to play in between this perfect balancing game between initiating but not doing too much, which is again why most guys feel like a dancing jester for her entertainment. Most guys are putting in a certain amount of effort and only getting a fraction in return, again because of the overwhelming amount of options they have. Women can start a conversation with hey or hi with a few eyes. You know you can. And also you got to understand that women always want to feel like they're winning in the sense of
I don't really talk to women that much, yeah, but if I just say some boring ass message like that, yeah, that will respond to me anyway. So it's not like men can't do it as well.
True.
Like, men can be boring, but it's just why would you want to? The same for women. Why would you want to be boring? Like,
have some things going on in your life.
That's what I'm saying. Both of you
develop your personality, character, and looks as a person. Don't be superficial.
Yeah, what I get from this though, because I actually do have shit going on, like I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with both of these hypothetical, let's like go scenario where we've got a man and a woman who are like this in real life. Yeah, they're both just lame. Like, you know what I mean? Like, both of you need to just step it up, get off your phone and go and do something. Oh yeah, I can't even relate to this.
Neither me, bro. okay, I can relate to some of it in terms of like, bro, these girls be giving some dry ass tips.
Yeah, but then just give up, bro. Like
That's what I did. That's literally what I did the other day, bro.
Yeah.
Some girl give me some dry ass tips. I was like, oh, bro, I've got work and shit to do. I ain't trying to
Yeah, not trying to waste time with that.
Never spoke to her like till this day. I don't care if I'm on my purpose. I'm happy with myself. I'm not even looking for a relationship right now. If I get into a relationship right now, that's okay. As long as she's building herself and building us, rather than her trying to leech off my money by going on dates, going here and there. I'm not trying to have that, bro. I'm gonna just tell her from the get go. Listen, if you think like we're gonna go out a whole lot, just know we're not doing that, fam. Like, I'm trying to build in it. I'm young, fam. I'm trying to build myself. If you wanna build with me, and then we'll do that. But whatever, man. I'm just.
Sense of the guy that she's currently with. She always wants to feel like she has the best option. When you over communicate interest or when you do too much initiating, she subconsciously feels better than you if you place her on a pedestal, which you run the risk of doing. Again, the only guys that this does not apply to are super high status, high wealth, good looking guys, etc. You know, guys that have women throwing themselves at them, which leads us to hypergamy. Like, a lot of guys constantly ask, how do I get girls? How do I get a girlfriend? And it essentially comes down to the fact that women want winners. That's reality. And even though that's always been the case, because of social media and instantaneous connection, this has never been more true. Hypergamy has become rampant out of control. I think the stats are like, what, 2 out of 3 guys in the past year have only had sex once or not even at all. 50% of men ages 18 to 25 have never...
Alright, sure. I'm gonna say this, bro. Sexual intercourse is boring, in my opinion, because it's the same thing over and over again.
Bro, it's always like food and everything in life.
Yeah, man. That's why I seek spiritual things, isn't it? I think you're trying to fill something that only spiritual things could fill. Like, say your heart, yeah, there's a spiritual aspect to your heart in it. So you have to seek spirituality, man. Trust me, bro. Bro, I'm telling you the essence of spirituality. Trust me, fam. But sex, after a while, it gets so like, how do I explain? It's like kind of like you're working out, because it keeps. You get me? It's kind of like workout. You get me? Type of shit.
Ever approached a woman in real life. Like, the reason why something like OnlyFans exists or why sex work is on the rise because of this is because it's a symptom of modern dating. And because women care not even at all, 50% of men ages 18 to 25 have never approached a woman in real life. Like, the reason why something like...
That shit's sad, bro.
Yeah, that's lame.
50%. Wait, let's say 60% or 50%.
It's just the same shit. Like, it's not that different, but yeah, it was 18 to 20.
How the heck you approach a woman once in your life, man? You not ask, oh, can I? Yo, what's this? What's down the aisle?
No, I mean, I think it's for like a romantic reason. Like, they would have spoke to him. Like,
bro, you know how many women I approached? I bet you.
In college, it was a bit romantic, you know.
Yeah.
Nowadays, not so much.
Yeah. In college, it was brutal, man. When I approached one girl, yeah, bro, she brutally embarrassed me. I roasted her back and then I walked out.
Oh, in college, you used to do this thing here. We're gonna find a girl, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Yeah. Wait, in the what was the building?
I thought you went to. No, not those.
Oh, bro, what's that? Yeah, because I was doing this electrician course there, so there was a bunch of guys there. We're gonna find a girl, and speak to them, be like, "Oh, can I get your stuff?" And I say no, yeah. And then we just ask their best friend right next to them, and then they say no as well. But it was just fun.
Oh, what did she say?
They'll be like, they'll just look at you funny after you just ask their friend right next to them. But it was a laughing at joke. But you know, I can't like if they said yeah, then I wouldn't ask their friend though, because then it's like, bro, come on now. But yeah.
Bro, imagine going up. Can I get your number? Oh no. They'll see me. Are you a friend? Yeah. Or can I get?
Yeah, bro. It can work. Maybe like 1 in a 10 chance, something like that.
Yeah, but you know the sister code in it.
OnlyFans exists or why sex work is on the rise because of this is because it's a symptom of modern dating. And because women care more about social status, finance, resources, lifestyle, aesthetics, and looks more than ever, this
friend or my son, whatever, you like, I've beaten him.
Oh, bro, that's why I'll beat his ass. I say, yo, listen, fam. No way. Why are you paying for girls? Oh, I like her.
Well, you could take women on a real date.
That's what I'm saying, man. This way, just take a girl out on a date, fam. You're not even gonna see this person.
Well, this thing, yeah. Actually, think about men wasting money like that. It's just rising my cortisol, you know. Like, cause how stupid are you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I don't know how much do they really spend? Because a lot of these women are like
10,000, fam.
They're making like rapper money here.
Yeah, bro, way more than rapper money, bro. Some guy spent 10,000 in 1 month here to pay for this woman's OnlyFans, and she was saying, "Oh, if you wanna get a text from me again, you pay this amount."
Well, like, that's gotta be some type of mental illness here.
That is a mental
Like some
illness,
psychological reason, like, because that ain't normal. Like,
bro, you're better off getting an AI bot.
bro, you better off just stop being a fucking moron, bro. Like, get your life together.
I'd rather they not. You know why?
Hmm.
Less competition for me, innit?
Yeah, but then you still gotta deal with these type of guys.
Oh yeah,
Like,
fam, I ain't trying to do, and then they're the type of guys to say treat a woman like a queen, or
yeah,
she's a goddess. I'm like, you dumbass, fam, you're a man.
we don't need more jealousy in the world. We need to just, I don't even know, you know, just lock in. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the basis of it all, bro.
This is where the term performative male comes in, because a lot of guys are aware of this hypergamy. It incentivizes a lot of the average guys out there to be more performative in order to even the scales, to even have a chance at competing for the women who are all looking for the top 10%. That's why guys are becoming more performative, right? Whether it's
They
upselling.
always act like there's only like 10 women for every 100 men. Like, it's an even split. You do realize?
You guys do know there's more women in the world than there is men.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Like, let's say if you're in a college class or school, whatever place, like 50% of it's gonna be women. Like, you talk to any of them, like, you know what I mean? I don't know why they make it seem like it's like a million men to like one woman. It's stupid.
That's what I'm saying, bro. No one, and the way they talk, you see this Red Pill stuff here. Like, don't get me wrong, I do agree with a lot of what they say, but at the same time, there's stuff like this. You're technically putting women on a pedestal right now, yeah. Pedestal by saying, oh, there's a whole bunch of guys going for one woman, bro. These guys are probably talking to multiple girls.
Yeah, so this is why I made the point of the men and the women in these situations are both lame. Like, they both need to sort themselves out.
Exactly, man. Gosh, man. Like I said, I agree a lot with what the red pill space says, but stuff like this is where I draw the line, fam.
A certain lifestyle, trying to adjust their perceived status, whether it's botting social media followers, right? Adjusting your perceived status, which 95% of celebrities do anyways. Or doing stuff like looks maxing, right? Something that's become very popular for guys to do. You know, some guys might wear lifts in their shoes, or some guys might lie about their height, or some guys might be incentivized to do steroids. Like, all these quote-unquote performative aspects that guys are doing is essentially just to even the scales in the dating market. You know, because modern dating creates this dynamic where dating has become insanely transactional. And even though relationships in general are transactional to a degree, there used to be that air of genuinely falling in love with another person and you know, actually having a connection and vibing with the other person. Now dating has just become reduced to red flags and checklists and icks and all these different buzzwords created by women. Now it's become
the men are lame, and the women are just childish. Like, that's the whole issue.
Need to be saying more, man. Sort yourselves out. Sort yourselves out.
This game of constantly having to signal your value or put on a front, you know, to be performative or appear as the best option. And this is because of hypergamy. It's because women have had more options in human history than ever. And ultimately, it's kind of created this feedback loop where women overestimate their perceived market value when it comes to dating because they conflate the attention they get with their relationship value when a lot of that attention is simply lust. They conflate the attention they get from guys that just want to have sex with them to guys that actually want a relationship with them. And because of this, a lot of women have kind of built up this illusion of having infinite choices, which is where the entitled queen behavior comes from. Meanwhile, a lot of men out there, a lot of average guys feel like they have to overperform for every girl they interact with to even have a chance. So that's why they feel like dancing jesters. And because of this dynamic, genuine connection has kind of gone out the window or isn't prioritized when it comes to dating. And you have women complaining about this on TikTok. I think I even did a reaction video to it, but a lot of women were complaining about how they can't find a connection, how they can't find love anymore, like dating just doesn't feel the same, and it's because of this, right?
I'm gonna be honest with most women, yeah, most of us guys don't really want relationships. We came for one thing and not all of us, but you know, most of us came for one thing. If the woman was giving it up to us for free, yeah, without a relationship, we're not gonna want to be with you, fam. Yeah, I'm just gonna be real. That's me anyway. But if I genuinely love the woman, yeah, I would probably say I wanna be with this woman, I wanna build with this woman, but Yeah, man.
I mean, also because they probably had, you know, multiple sexual partners in the past. Like, the more sexual partners you've had, the more it prevents you from pair bonding. But ultimately what happens is that a lot of women with this, again, entitled queen behavior, they stay in the dating market for way too long. They overestimate their value, passing off most guys that are just performative clowns or dancing jesters to them. They eventually stay single for way too long. They lose their value. They lower their standards when it's too late.
I'm sick of your tea, fam. Yo, can we just bug off this video first?
But all of this was optional. Like, we didn't, like, none of all of these issues are just creative. You know what I mean?
It is created. It's created by our own. Not even us, bro. Like, I didn't even contribute.
Yeah, for real. Like, we're just regular. Like, plenty of men and women, they're just regular people, but there's people like this messing up everything. Like, not this guy. I mean, I can't say much about him, but I mean you know, like the people he's talking about.
Yeah, it's incels. I know about them. They, whatever. Feminists, not actual feminists. I'm talking about radical ones.
Yeah.
Men who just overspend their yearly savings on a gal who don't care about them.
I'd rather kill myself, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Who does that, bro? Y'all are just. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna leave it here, man. I can't be arsed for this, bro.
Yeah, what's he gonna say in the next 2 minutes that's valuable?
There's no point. It's just the regurgitation of the same shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, do you see your face right now? It's like, can we just end it, bro? We're done.
Yeah.
We've heard enough. The conclusion of all this, I'll say, is men, start looking after yourself and valuing yourself, your attention and your self-worth. And women, just stay more grounded in it.
Yeah,
Don't
that's it.
treat men like they're so replaceable and that. But it's mainly the men's fault for allowing it, because so many men DM them and all that. But it's always been like that throughout history anyway. So yeah, man. Anyways, if you all enjoyed the video, you want to see more like this, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know what we should react to as well.
Yeah, and we'll see you all next time, bro.
Yeah, peace, yeah, because that was 10 minutes of cortisol, because I'm done now.
Bro, I'm done as well. For my face wants to sleep, fam, because
Yeah.
you know, man, this guy just saying the same shit. But yeah, see you all next time.